Making decision is fun, it's easy, if you know how to clear your thoughts about making decisions. You see, clear decisions give clear, precise results. Decisions that are all over the place give unclear results. They dilute the results. And end of the day, no results. I want you now to start understanding how decisions are made. Decisions are made very simple. It's either a yes or a no. Yes or no. I get smokers coming and saying, you know, Julian, I'm trying to reduce. I'm trying to reduce from 10 sticks to 3 sticks. Then I hope that I can eventually someday cut it to 0 sticks. Please give me some space so that I can progressively quit smoking. Let me tell you this. Whether you take one tiny puff or you take 60 cigarettes a day, you're still smoking. Smoking or no smoking? Yes or no? Be very clear about this. That's a decision. Not a half-baked decision. And how are decisions made? Decisions are made basically by your belief. What is your belief actually? Yeah? Normally, many people, they say, oh, my belief about smoking is it's very pleasurable, I love it. Some of them say, it's good for my work, my stress. I need it to be inspired at work. It's part of my culture. I need a cigarette when I drink. I need a cigarette when I'm out there with my friends. Look, all this are your garbage bag thinking. Perhaps you have written down all this thinkings, your beliefs on this garbage. See, a lot of people, let me illustrate this. A lot of people come to us and say, this is my problem. I got a big problem. Let's blow it up a bit. Yeah, it's a big problem. I can't quit smoking. It's so tough. Now, if it's such a big problem, why don't you just let go? It's so easy as that. Why can't you just let go and your problem is over? Release your cigarette, it's over. But guess what? Most people don't hold their problems like this. Their belief about your problem is like this. Their belief of their problem is like this. Oh, I'm stuck in my thinking. I can't quit. It's so difficult. I tried and tried and tried, and I just can't do it. And once in a while during New Year's Eve, you look out there and say, oh, New Year resolution. How I wish I could quit smoking. How I wish I could be like that person who's not smoking. How I wish I could really quit smoking forever. Now listen to me. You can make a shift today in this program. You can snap out of this program. You can break through these beliefs. And all your big problem is actually this tiny. And I'm going to show you how you can break through and break these beliefs and make an absolute decision to quit smoking forever. Now, listen on and let me show you. Now, every decision involves a yes or a no. And every decision is nothing more than a clarification of your belief. Your belief about smoking, your belief that you were told about smoking, what smoking means to you, what cigarette means to you, and this belief is nothing more than clarification of values about your cigarette. Or the cigarette is so valuable to me, it's so precious to me, it's part of my survival. If I don't have my cigarette, I don't feel like I've been loved enough. I don't know what life will be without a cigarette. It's the value you have created about your cigarette. And every value has some internal rules that you have set about your smoking activity. You have decided that after a meal, I'm going to have my cigarette. When I go out there for a drink, I must have my pack of cigarette. When I'm at work, I must smoke. When I'm in my car, I must smoke. I decided the internal rules is I must have my 20 sticks of cigarette today. And this is how I will live my life, smoking. As long as I am smoking. And I can't seem to get rid of these internal rules because it's part of my survival, it's part of my life, and I still find it pleasurable because this is the value I've created about a cigarette. And this, my belief is cigarette is great, it's very precious. And my belief is also cigarette is hard to quit, so why bother? And that's why it seems to be a no. Listen. By shifting your beliefs, you will shift your behavior. Every psychology knows this. If you want to change your behavior, you change your beliefs. And the minute you change your belief, you will change the value about something, about that cigarette. Brightly wrapped in paper. How can it control you? How can it be taller than you? And all that rules that you set, you can snap free. You can be the cigarette slayer, slay. Snap it out. And I want you today to be very clear of what you are getting right now. Very clear about what your health is getting right now. Very clear about what level of belief you're playing now. Are you playing at a level where you're in your lowest belief for your commitment for health? Are you playing at a level where you're the highest belief, higher than your purpose? To have a high world-class standard for health. It's your life. Decide now. Because in the moment of decision, you can create results forever. So, shift yourself. Start looking at all the internal. We're going to get used to start to reflect within. Go within yourself. Hold your heart now and ask yourself, what are all these cumbersome rules that I've set to myself? Things that I've told myself. Things that I've insisted on myself about the cigarette. And what value have I given to the cigarette? Have I called it my precious darling? Is it my best friend? Is it someone that's going to partner me to the day I die? Or, to be said accurately, partner me and take me, influence me, see, to my death. Be very clear. It's my belief the lowest on health and the highest for smoking. Highest belief about smoking. That you are unable to make that shift at the door to quit smoking. I urge you now, tonight, when you lie down in your bed, to reflect on what I'm telling you, to see some truth. At what position you're playing at. And start to shift, 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 shift within to a new level where you can play full, you can be outrageous, unreasonable, and win, and be the cigarette slayer. So, keep at it, keep at it, you're doing fine. And we're going to shift you step by step as I take you through the process so that you'll be convicted inside here, in your heart, in your being, to quit smoking forever.